If you are over 60, the most valuable thing you own is not your house. It is not your savings. It is not even your health. It is an ordinary Tuesday, a quiet morning, an afternoon that still belongs to you. One more evening in which you can decide where your attention will go. And most people give these days away without realizing it. I turned 65 this winter. For most of my adult life, I have lived in this mountain monastery. And I have watched many people reach this age, carrying things they should have put down years earlier. Old arguments, one-sided relationships, responsibilities nobody asked them to continue. They believe carrying these things makes them loyal, useful, or strong. It does not. It only makes the years feel heavier. Today I want to show you 7 things that no longer deserve another year of your life. Not because your life is ending, because whatever remains should finally belong to you. Many winters ago, the main room of our monastery would not stay warm. We fed the fire constantly. We carried wood up the mountain. We placed another blanket over the door. Still, the room remained cold. An older monk entered and watched us struggle. Then he walked around the room without saying anything. One by one, he closed 7 small windows that someone had left open. Within minutes, the room began to warm. He looked at us and said, "You do not always need a larger fire. I have never forgotten that. Your remaining years are the fire." And these are the 7 windows through which many people allow their lives to escape. The first open window is trying to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding you. You explain what you meant. Then you explain why you said it. Then you explain why their interpretation hurt you. And each explanation gives them another sentence to twist. You believe the problem is that you have not found the correct words. But sometimes your words are not the problem. The other person has already decided who you are. One more explanation will not unlock a door they want to keep closed. After 60, you cannot spend entire evenings preparing arguments for people who receive every explanation as another opportunity to judge you. Say what is true once. Say it clearly. Then observe what they do with it. You are responsible for your honesty. You are not responsible for forcing another person to recognize it. Close that window. The second open window is continuing arguments that have already ended. The conversation may have happened 10 years ago. The other person may have forgotten it. They may no longer even be alive. But inside your mind, the argument continues. You supply their words. You improve your response. You finally say what you wish you had said. And every night, your body enters a battle that exists nowhere except inside you. This is how the past steals the present. It does not need to return. You rebuild it yourself. A memory may knock on your door. You cannot always prevent that. But you do not have to give it a chair, prepare it tea, and ask it to stay for the evening. When the old argument returns, say, "That conversation is over." Then return to the room you are actually in. Close the second window. The third open window is a relationship that only survives because you carry all of it. You are always the one who calls, the one who apologizes, the one who remembers the birthday, the one who crosses the distance, the one who repairs what the other person repeatedly breaks. Ask yourself an uncomfortable question. If you stop making the effort, would the relationship still exist? Do not ask this with anger. Ask it with clarity. A relationship may go through difficult seasons. People become sick, distracted, or overwhelmed. One quiet month does not erase years of love. But when the pattern never changes, you are no longer participating in a relationship. You are performing maintenance on an empty house. Put down your tools for a while. Do not announce it. Do not threaten. Simply stop doing both people's work and observe whether anyone else reaches for the weight. What happens next will tell you the truth. Close the third window. The fourth open window is the need to remain useful to everyone. For decades, people needed you. Your employer needed you. Your children needed you. Your partner, parents, and friends needed something only you could provide. Being needed became proof that you mattered. Then the job ended. The children grew older. The house became quieter. And because quiet feels too much like invisibility, you began creating new responsibilities. You offer help before anyone asks. You solve problems that belong to other adults. You exhaust yourself, proving that you still have value. Listen carefully. Your usefulness and your worth are not the same thing. You do not have to earn your place in someone's life by constantly rescuing them. Help when help is genuinely needed, but do not manufacture fires so that you can remain the person carrying the water. You are allowed to be loved while resting. Close the fourth window. The fifth open window is keeping objects out of guilt. Open a cupboard in almost any older home, and you will find things nobody wants, but nobody feels permitted to release. A gift from someone you no longer speak to. Clothes belonging to a version of yourself that disappeared 20 years ago. Furniture inherited with an obligation. Boxes that move from one room to another because opening them feels painful. An object should serve your life, preserve something genuinely precious, or bring beauty into your home. It should not stand guard over your guilt. Letting go of an object is not the same as letting go of the person. Love does not live inside a chair. A memory does not disappear because you release the box that contains it. Choose one object this week that you keep only because guilt told you to keep it. Thank it for what it represented. Then let it leave. Close the fifth window. The sixth open window is waiting for permission to live. You will travel when your knees feel better. You will call an old friend when you feel more confident. You will begin the project when the family finally approves. You will enjoy your life when the house is perfect, the money is sufficient, and everyone around you is satisfied. But life does not wait until every condition becomes comfortable. There will always be another reason to postpone it. At 25, postponement feels temporary. After 60, postponement becomes expensive. You do not need to climb the highest mountain. You need to stop refusing the path that is still open. Make the smaller journey. Plant the smaller garden. Invite the one friend. Begin badly. Begin slowly. But stop asking the future to guarantee that you will not be disappointed. It cannot. Close the sixth window. The seventh open window is punishing the present for what the past took from you. Perhaps someone betrayed you. Perhaps illness changed your body. Perhaps you lost money, status, a marriage, or years caring for someone else. What happened matters. You do not need to pretend it was good. You do not need to call every wound a blessing. Then the event is still taking from you. First, it took what you lost. Now it takes the life that came afterward. Do not give it both. The past may explain why you became guarded. It does not have to decide whether you remain closed. You cannot return to the person you were before it happened, but you can stop requiring today to repay yesterday's debt. Close the seventh window. Do this with me now. Do not merely listen. Think of the 7 open windows. The need to be understood. The argument that already ended. The relationship you carry alone. The need to remain useful. The objects kept through guilt. The life you keep postponing. And the past you continue paying. Which one is allowing the most warmth to leave your life? Choose only one, not all 7. Place both feet on the floor. Take one slow breath. Again. Now decide on one action you can take before tonight ends. Do not send the message. Remove one object. Cancel one obligation. Call the person you keep postponing. Write down the argument and then tear up the page. One action. One closed window. That is enough for tonight. You may believe you need more energy, more discipline, more motivation. Perhaps you do not. Perhaps your fire is already strong. Perhaps too many windows have simply been left open. Your remaining years should not be spent trying to prove your worth to people who refuse to see it. They should not be spent arguing with ghosts, maintaining empty relationships, or waiting for permission. Your remaining years are not leftovers. They are still your life. Protect their warmth. In the comments, tell me 2 things. How old are you? And which window will you close first? You do not need to tell the entire story. Just write the number and one word. I read them. And someone else may recognize that they are not the only one carrying the same weight. Some open windows are habits. Others have faces. In the next lesson, I will show you the 5 kinds of people you must stop inviting into your remaining years, even when they are family. Until then, protect your fire and close one window.